Aloha, welcome back to another season on Alaka'i, the podcast. This is episode 1, season 6. We are so excited to be back with you guys this season. My name is Lexi Langley, and I am one of your hosts this semester. I am here with Hadley Wurtz. She's another one of our hosts this semester. Say hello, Hadley. Introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hey, I'm Hadley. I just graduated in communications, and I'm just interning at Alaka'i. And I'm from Texas.
Awesome. We are so excited to have Hadley as one of our hosts this semester. She's a hoot and holler. And you know who else is a hoot and holler is Emarie Majors and Rahel Meyer, two of our guests on this episode. We are so excited to have you guys. Say hello. Will you also introduce yourselves to everyone?
Hi. I'm Emarie. I'm from Montana. I'm a senior. This is my last semester, and I'm studying political science.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm Rahel. I'm from Germany. I study political science and communications, and this is also my last semester.
And also, what is your role here at Alaka'i?
Oh, I am an editor-in-chief. So,
The editor-in-chief. And also, for anyone who doesn't know, Emarie also used to work with us.
Yeah, she was our
here.
star photographer.
She was our star photographer. So this is so fun for us to all just kind of be here together, talking story. So this episode, because we all just got back from the holidays, we just kind of want to talk about, first, how was your guys' break? How's the semester going? How was break?
So good.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
The giggles.
Break was incredible. We both, so as Rahel said, she's from Germany. I got to go with her and visit her hometown and her family over the break, which was really cool. And I feel like it really set us up for a good semester coming back to Hawaii. Just like,
Refreshed.
It's been great. Yeah, I feel very refreshed.
Yeah.
100%. It was so much fun. We were able to visit the Netherlands and everything. So that was dope.
Goodness, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I served my mission there, so it was really fun. Her and her dad, Rahel's dad, took me over for a day trip and got to see some.
It's
of my old people.
incredible.
Yeah, it was
Pretty dope.
It was great.
What
I cried like several times. It was great.
It's a far place to travel from here. So that's amazing. You guys were able to do that over the
true.
summer.
Yeah.
Or over the summer.
Over the break.
We're
I
almost
got
there.
there. Yeah.
We're not there yet. We're not there quite yet. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of was it your first time in Germany?
Technically no, but yes. So when I was on my mission in the Netherlands, and I promise this was like within the rules, we biked over the border to Germany because I did serve in a town that was really close by. And we had some members who went to our ward who lived in Germany, so like it was within our boundaries. But we just biked over because we wanted to say like we had gone. Yeah, all I did was probably like 5 feet over the border and then biked back. But this was my first official time like experiencing the German culture and like being in the thick of it, which was really cool.
That's
At
amazing.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That's so,
It was
so
magical.
pretty.
Oh my gosh,
Perfect place
yeah.
to go to Christmas.
Was it freezing? What was the
Oh.
what was the
Oh,
weather
it
like?
was
I just saw
wild.
snow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we basically had a weather change. Sorry, I don't know in Fahrenheit, but it was like minus 10 Celsius to like plus 10 Celsius. I mean, how much is that? Like,
I don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't remember.
40
Whatever
or
it
30,
is.
but don't.
Yeah.
It
Don't
was like
quote me on
14,
that.
I think. 14 Fahrenheit or something, like the lowest.
Oh my
Oh,
Yeah.
It was chilly. There was one day that everything just closed down because it was freezing
yeah.
rain.
Yeah, so like schools shut down everything.
Yeah, we couldn't even walk out, like take the dog for a walk. It was so
No.
slippery outside.
Oh
But
That's crazy.
but then it warmed up. I feel
It
like.
did, yeah,
yeah.
pretty fast too.
So you kind of got both.
Yeah.
What did you guys like do when you couldn't go out?
What did we do?
Ate
We did eat.
chocolate.
Chocolate?
Is it better there?
It's so much better
Oh my
there.
gosh.
I can attest to that.
And the milk, hear me out.
Oh, the
they have
milk.
this thing. I'm lactose intolerant, but this is like my dream. They have in Europe and probably other places too, but like shelf milk where you don't have to refrigerate it first. And for some reason, it tastes so good to me. And I drank so much milk and ate chocolate. And
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That just sounds like the
insane.
dream life.
Yeah.
It is a dream life.
Like
not gonna
snuggled
lie.
up in the
Snuggled
cold
up when
and
it's snowing
Yeah.
outside in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hot
at
chocolate.
Christmas, a freaking
Yes.
dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Watching shows and just playing games. It was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
it was sweet.
I'm
Fun.
so glad you guys had a great break. That's awesome. I feel like obviously we live on an island, so people are constantly traveling
Mm-hmm.
to and from all around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we know this past break there were a lot of issues with some traveling. Shout out to Southwest. We hope you are doing okay. And with that, Rahel, we heard that you had quite the time getting back to the island. So will you just kind of tell us a little bit about that?
I mean, like, as always, like, whenever I travel, like, the worst things happen. And I don't know what it is, but, like, literally at this point. So normally, like, whenever I, like, fly back from, like, Germany, I fly, like, over London or I fly over Amsterdam. But this time I flew over to Paris, which was already, like, a bad omen, right? Because, like, whoever knows it, like, Paris is the worst airport ever.
Oh, really? I've never heard that before.
So, like, when I landed in Paris, where I almost missed, like, my connecting flight, and I was, like, dead tired. I was also sick from Germany because it was so cold and everything. And then, luckily, I got to the States. And so when I arrived there, I had to, like, you know, pick up my luggage and then, like, get it into, like, another, I don't know, airport terminal or whatever. And then they told me, oh, yeah, we lost your luggage. We don't know where it is. We don't know if we can find it, but whatever. So, like, after 10 hours, I was like, sweet, okay.
For the second time, though, because they had lost it on the way over to Germany,
too. So I was like, but at this point, I was just calm, right? I was, like, half tired. Like, I was just gone at this point. So I went over to, like, border control, right? Because that's what I have to do whenever I get into the States. And I got there and I was like, okay, Rahel, like, this is your one time, like, you know, just look like natural, like, don't say anything stupid because it happened to me before. And so I got there and, like, the person just looked at me and was like, are you drunk? And I was like, no. And then she, like, kept asking questions. And then again, she was like, wait, are you drunk? And I was like, no, I'm not drunk. And okay, to my defense, I was like on 600 ibuprofen and I was just like gone at this point. Yeah. And then she was like, And so they put me into an extra interrogation room and I was scared a lot.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, if you're freaking in an interrogation room.
Dude, I was like, what is happening?
Right?
They took my phone because I was like so close to like be texting Emarie and be like, dude, this is so sick. You know, like I've never been in interrogation room.
This is sick.
So I don't know, like, and people got like really loud because they put you like into like extra cabins basically. So I was just like, okay, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, I have nothing to hide at this point. And I was like, okay, whatever. And luckily the lady was like, who like interviewed me was really nice. And it turned out to be like nothing. And I don't know, it was just the lady who thought I was drunk. I don't know. And so, yeah, I was put through. And they found my luggage after. So everything was sweet.
But just for historical context here, last time you were coming home from Germany, you were at border control or customs or whatever. They asked her why she was traveling and what she does in Hawaii. And she was like, oh, I'm a student. They said, like, oh, what do you study? She goes, I study college. They kept asking, like, no, what do you study? She's like, a bachelor of science. Like all the worst answers.
I think they were so done with me. They just like waved me through. I wouldn't have admitted myself. No. I would have been like, bro, you gotta go back.
Oh my God. Lies everywhere.
Probably so tired at that point. You don't even know.
And it's stressful. It's like,
it is.
Like, you know, have you guys ever, this is me every time. I went to somewhere last semester. I don't remember where I was going. But they had the dogs out sniffing. And I know full well I have no drugs on me. I have nothing. I have no fruit. I have nothing. But for some reason, it's just like so stressful.
100%.
And so when you are put into an interrogation room, you're being asked all these questions. It's like the pressure of it. I remember someone asked me one time at the airport how old I was. I think I was probably 17 or 18, and I said 16, and then I was like, wait, I'm not 16. Like, I don't know why I said that.
I just overthink everything when I travel, too.
So true, 100%.
Well, so we're glad you're here and that you're safe. Emarie, did you have any troubles getting back to the island?
It was good for me. On our way to Germany, we almost missed every one of our flights. We had some strange things going on with our reservations.
It was wild.
Like one of the attendants like canceled all of Rahel's flights and then just like put us on a plane. Yeah. It was crazy, but we made it and everything was good. On my way back, it went really smoothly. I think the only issue, I did start to feel sick on the 10-hour flight from Amsterdam to LAX. And it would have been okay, but I was like seated in the middle of two women and the woman on my left fell asleep and then like her dog, I didn't know she had a dog. This dog like appeared from her bag and just like sat on my lap, which is, I don't know, like that's fine. But then I started to get like pet dander like all up in my business and like I was just very tired and trying not to like cough and sneeze. And after that though, I got to LA and took some pain medications and an unnamed energy drink. I felt very good. So,
that's good. How long is the travel time?
I think in total,
it's 25
like
hours.
25.
Yeah, something around that.
Weirdly flies though.
Oh, it does.
I mean, no pun intended. But it was good.
Oh, Hadley, did you have any Did you travel over the break?
I went home to
Went
Texas, but no, I literally did nothing for 3 weeks.
Beautiful.
It was great.
As you should.
Yeah,
As you
it was
should.
perfect.
Yeah, luckily I did not have any issues
Yeah.
coming back. I did,
Good.
honestly, because I was flying Southwest, and I was
no.
worried.
Oh my
My
gosh.
friend, my roommate, we're both from Arizona, so we always try to get like the same flight whenever we're traveling back and forth. At least I do. And she was like, our flight might be canceled, so we should move it. And we had a layover, and we were able to move our flight with like no cost to like any of the other flights. So we both ended up getting the nonstop flight for no extra charge.
Non-stops are the best.
They are.
Oh my
I-
gosh.
I forget like how worth it is to
So
have
worth it.
no layovers, especially
True.
when baggage is getting
Yeah,
lost.
true. The
So,
holidays when it's just
Mhm.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, we're glad that we are all here and safe. I'm so sorry to all of you who have had just horrible stories, especially over break. We sent a post out on Instagram because we wanted to hear some of your guys' stories. So we're going to read some of them. So first, let's see. I'm going to read this one. On our way to Disneyland, we flew from Hawaii and had a connecting flight in Dallas. We arrived in Dallas at 6 a.m. and we were supposed to have a 10-hour layover. We tried to make the time pass by going around and enjoying whatever's available. At 2 p.m., we got a notification that the flight was delayed to 4 p.m. A few minutes passed, we got another notification saying it was delayed until 5. Then we got a final notification that it was canceled due to bad weather. We were on a tight schedule because we already had everything booked on the next day, and it would be hard to move our reservations. We tried to get the next available flight from the same airline on the next day or two, but we couldn't wait that long. So instead, we got ourselves a new ticket from a different airline to fly us to California. Lesson learned, don't fly American Airlines. Sorry, American Airlines. No hate to you, but that is unfortunate.
To be fair, though, okay, sorry, quick question. I feel like I've heard everyone rag on every airline.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never
I was
heard
gonna say, 'cause
that.
I've never had a problem
Right.
with American.
Everyone,
Okay,
they're like,
okay,
oh, don't
but
ever fly
Southwest-
I want to hear
Delta."
your guys' favorite and least favorite airline.
I've enjoyed Delta.
No,
I know
same,
people
yeah.
have had issues with it, but I feel like that one's been pretty solid for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking hate Air France.
Yeah.
It's like, not like, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, no, it's, yeah, solid.
I guess, okay, if I can qualify mine, KLM, the Dutch airline, in my heart, I
Of
love it so
course,
much. Just
of
because
course.
of obviously like all the like flight attendants are Dutch and they speak Dutch and they serve like Dutch treats, so that like I don't know,
Oh.
warms my heart. But
That sounds amazing.
we did have issues with them. That's okay though. I
It's
forgive
true.
them.
Yeah, we do.
Don't fly Jetstar.
I've heard.
Yeah, I had a 27-hour layover. Not layover. 27-hour delay.
Oh, but you
Oh
got
my
like an extra day,
gosh.
didn't you?
We got an extra day. Yes, this was in Australia last semester, but I did not want an extra
It's
day.
stressful,
It was
yeah.
it was
Oh
the
my
week before finals,
gosh.
and I just
Oh.
wanted to come
Oh,
home and
goodness.
get
Yeah.
grinding. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
tough. Like it was the best week of my life, but it was just
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you
Oh,
get like
that's
any
rough.
reimbursement for anything?
We did actually.
Okay,
We
sweet.
did. We got reimbursed for our extra night stay
Sweet.
and food meals. So
Okay, dope.
I mean, it
was a
really
free
was.
day in
Yeah, it was a free
Australia.
day in Australia. And it was honestly one of the best days.
Nice.
So,
Good.
anyways, but I haven't had great experiences with American Airlines. I will say.
Mm.
Fair.
I am a fan of Delta.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Delta.
Delta's, I feel like,
Delta's
has always
nice.
been a good
Yeah.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read another one. This person said they were coming back to the States from Mexico City and had a layover in Dallas-Fort Worth, which is, I guess, the second largest airport in North America. And they were getting off the plane and people were jumping over them, cutting in front of them, and taking off running into the airport. She was really confused and weirded out until she saw the customs line in front of it all. And she said it was a 20-minute walk back to the back of the line. My layover was an hour and a half. The whole customs thing took an hour, and then I had to pick up and recheck my luggage and then go through TSA all over again. And then my flight was on the other side of the airport, so I had to take the train. And I ended up getting to my terminal about 3 minutes before my flight was supposed to depart, and my gate was at the very end, so I literally had to sprint. And she was on a mission, so she was wearing a dress.
Oh, no.
But she said it made it even worse. And she said when she finally walked up to her gate, she was sweaty and out of breath. And after 1.5 hours of panic, they said they were delaying the flight.
Oh,
was
that's
horrible.
bad. That's
I'd be
bad.
so upset. That'd be horrible.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
frustrating, especially when I've had flights where they don't update me.
Oh yeah.
And I get to the airport and I'm like,
don't
I
even
could
know.
have been home.
Oh.
And
so
I'm
true.
here just waiting. And also with like certain airlines, certain airports, they have different like levels of strictness with luggage checking bags being security lines are always like different. So it's hard to know. Like, I'll get to an airport and I'll walk through security and I'm there 2 hours early, or I'll be,
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
booking it to the gate. Jeez.
A delay is
okay.
better than a cancellation, though.
Oh yes.
True. I have
Usually.
never had a canceled flight.
I haven't either.
I'm really sorry.
I'm like,
Welcome to
not,
I
yeah.
know. Shoot, I hope I didn't just jinx it.
Crossing my fingers.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this next one, you guys. This one, I read this before, and I'm distraught for this family. So these are well, I'm pretty sure these are all students.
Most of them, I think.
I
Yeah.
think most of them are students. I know this person for sure. She used to be my coworker, actually. Shout out, you know who you are. So this was just over the break. She said, Southwest canceled our flight on the 24th. And wait, is this the right? I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Okay, anyways, Southwest canceled our flight on the 24th, and we spent Christmas Eve at a random Denny's because it was the only thing open. That sounds terrible. I feel like I'm missing one. Okay, you know what? We're going to come back to this because I want to make sure I tell the story right. Okay, so we have another group of submissions that were sent in by the same person. So these have all happened to this same person. Okay. So this person spent 2 weeks in South Africa, didn't book any hotels, and almost got robbed. These are just some crazy travel stories we wanted to hear from you guys. This person was, one of them was on their mission with a 27-hour bus ride to the airport. Oh my goodness. This other person got upgraded to business class because the staff at the Dubai airport recognized him as a frequent traveler.
Oh, that's a good thing.
that's
Recognized
nice.
us for
Going
them,
to and from
apparently.
Dubai all the time. Cool. Must sound like an awesome life. Alrighty. Drove to BYU-I and back from Salt Lake City and visited 6 temples in 1 day.
Oh.
That's impressive. That's a cool travel story. That's a happy one.
That is,
Yeah, we love
It's
that.
the blessed day one.
Okay, I can sympathize with this one. This girl said that she was moving back from Belgium and she was in the middle row, and the man sitting next to her was pretending he couldn't speak English when he in fact could, and she had to go to the bathroom for 10 hours and had to hold it for almost 8, and that would be my worst nightmare.
Jump over him. Like, definitely.
Oh man.
Okay,
my
guys, we're
heavens.
coming back to this Christmas Eve one. I was not, in fact, missing any of them. I just wanted to make sure I had the full story. So, Southwest canceled our flight on the 24th, and we spent Christmas Eve at a random Denny's because it was the only thing open. We managed to get 2 small rental cars for our family, including our 3-month-old. What a memorable first Christmas. So sad. That planned to meet more family at home in Sacramento. We drove as much as we could the 24th from Salt Lake and ended up in a smaller trucker town called Wells, Nevada. We paid $65 for 1 night in the sketchy hotel where we met others also traveling by rental car because their flight got canceled. Southwest. Look what you did.
Please.
I'm kidding. I know they were trying their best, but maybe they weren't.
Yeah, who knows?
The hotel didn't have a crib for our baby, so we made a makeshift bed out of our half suitcase, and he slept in there. This is giving me a major Christmas story vibes, though.
heavens.
Nativity
It's kind
vibes.
of beautiful though. Yeah, I was like Denny's, like that's not great, but like.
But,
you
like, what a
could-
freaking
it's
story
kind of-
this
yeah,
is.
It's kind of
Yeah.
sweet. It's endearing.
Okay. We spent the 25th, so Christmas Day, driving from there to Sacramento in about 9 hours. Our Christmas meal was McDonald's because that was the only thing open Christmas Day. Finally arrived at the rental car return at 9 p.m. and asked our bishop to drive us home from there. Bless his heart. Did I mention we all have the Southwest music memorized from being on hold for 3 hours? They told us we needed to stand in line at the desk for another 3 hours. Then we were on hold for 5 hours, and they said they would refund our food, hotel, and rental cars. So this person, she said also, one of our bags got destroyed when we landed in Salt Lake, but Delta refunded everything. So thanks, Delta. But guys, she sent pictures how does luggage get so destroyed?
No, like bad.
Wait,
Like just
see.
obliterated.
gosh.
Things were shredded, clothes were ripped. I don't
So-
understand how that happens.
That is
but
definitely
wild.
a memorable
Got, like
first
stuck in the
Christmas.
engine.
No, literally, I'm like,
like where? How?
geez, what a memorable
But
first
she said
Christmas.
their baby was happy, which that's
Yeah,
all that
that's all that
matters.
that is all that matters. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool to
Definitely.
when that baby's older to say that was their first Christmas.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen? It's an old Disney movie. It's not that old. The Good Luck Charlie Christmas movie.
Yes.
You haven't seen it?
I know
Okay,
exactly
so
what
it's
you're
the
talking
same
about.
kind of thing. They're
Yeah.
like traveling, driving everywhere.
Yes.
Man, okay. Well, I think there's one more that was cool. There was tons that was cool. That were cool. But this person, on their 7th time to Egypt, they were framed by their colleague and got sent to jail for illegal drugs.
Oh,
So,
party. Just kidding.
yeah,
Wow.
don't be friends with people that are gonna frame you, you guys.
Oh.
Well, those are the submissions that we're gonna share today. So thank you all of you who sent in your travel
Yes,
horror
thank
stories
you.
Wow.
and cool stories, but mostly we're so sorry for the horrible stories. Rahel, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And
We feel your
Emarie
pain.
too, on the
Yeah.
way there and on the way back.
I've
Kind of a bit
been-
of a struggle.
No, comparatively, I'm a smooth sailor. Let's just say that.
At least everyone was kind of in the struggle together, you
Yeah.
know? We
Yeah.
can sympathize
Yeah.
with each other.
And it's
Especially
funny how like
holidays.
calm you get like when anything happens. Like when Emmy and I traveled to Germany, it was just like we were both just so calm. We're like, even if we missed the flight, we missed the flight, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
I
get
When
there
it's out of your
eventually, right?
hands, there's no point in.
Literally, you can't control anything, so
Yeah.
you're like, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I
That's
was
awesome.
just going to ask for you guys' best travel tips and advice. And that is number one. Stay
Ooh.
calm.
Stay calm.
Oh,
Yeah.
And carry
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
2000 throwback for you. No, because when my flight was delayed, I was not calm. I was so stressed. And like I enjoyed our last day, but I definitely could have enjoyed it more if I had just like
Well, I will say,
Yeah.
I feel like for me, it was easier to be calm with someone else.
Oh,
like
yeah,
because you're like,
definitely.
okay, I'm not alone. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be.
100%.
If something does happen, I'll
That's
be
true.
with someone.
You have
So.
someone to like
Yeah.
talk to and figure it
Yeah,
out with.
so exactly.
By myself, I'd be freaking out.
Mm.
Yeah.
okay, so what are some other because you guys have both traveled
Yeah.
a lot.
Internationally,
Yeah,
too.
internationally.
Yeah.
You are.
Do you mean like tips on the airplane or like in?
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what you
Okay.
got?
I have a couple.
Okay, go, Emmy.
There are a couple things I like to do. These aren't like as much practical tips, but just like I like to do this when I travel. I always buy a book in the airport and then I keep them. I have way too many books now though, but like the goal is to like have it, and that way while I'm reading it and whenever I think about it, I like connect it to like the memory of
I love
the
that.
airport that I got it in,
Yeah,
and it
that's
helps me like
beautiful.
pass time and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really like doing that. But I also recently started doing this and I really like it. I will make a playlist called like the city or the country, wherever that I'm going to. And then whatever songs I like hear on the street or in an Uber or just somebody like singing or something, I'll just keep adding it to my playlist. And so now when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, that's what Bangkok sounded like. Or like, this is what Manila sounded like.
Yeah.
And it has like
love
so
that.
many precious feelings and memories just like attached to all those songs. And it's also so funny to see like a theme evolve from that group of songs. Like Manila is like, at least in my experience, like still stuck in like the early 2000s, which is like so fun. We have like Neo and like
Oh my
all
God.
these,
It was
yeah,
so
just
good.
like
That's so
Sting
fun.
is in there. Yeah, just like
Oh,
funny
yeah.
things you wouldn't expect like those like people or like that culture to like be attached to. So, and like that was maybe just my experience, but I love it.
so
So
fun.
cool.
But it's
It's
funny
like-
because whenever you turn on that playlist, like everybody gets so sentimental. And
Yeah,
everyone's like,
it's
oh my
a
gosh.
vibe.
Yeah.
It's such a good playlist. I've heard that
Thank
playlist. I
you.
love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, those are
awesome.
two things that I like to do.
All right, Rahel, what about you?
I,
Any secrets and tips to traveling? Long airplanes?
Oh, long airplanes. Okay, so something also I realized when I just traveled is like whenever you get like a cold or something, like I always thought you just take ibuprofen, but you don't. Literally get no spray. I'm not even kidding. Like
That's
otherwise
such a
you're gonna get like
lifesaver.
yeah, definitely like
Sorry, I have a quick horror story
Oh,
about
go
this.
for it.
I was sick when I was coming to Hawaii for school, and I was like congested. Sorry, I hope this isn't too gross. It's
No.
like, but like I'm just saying, this is why you need like either like a nasal decongestant pill or something, because when the airplane like the cabin pressure changed, I like popped a blood vessel in my face.
gosh.
I like heard it pop, and then I had like a little, just like a small, but like a bloody nose for like a week after. And I was
my
like,
gosh.
that's never happened to me before. So if you're anticipating getting sick, please.
Yeah, definitely take
Clear
that
the pipes.
Sudafed,
Yeah.
nasal
True.
spray.
Definitely.
And just
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
gross on the plane, like you
That's
just
the
want to
worst.
try to fill your bed.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling gross on the plane, like
Yeah.
always,
Mhm.
like
It
long
will
haul
happen.
flights, even if you short flights, like take like toothbrush and
Yeah.
toothpaste and everything.
Oh, that's so
like
smart.
Take snacks
Yeah.
with you.
100%.
Snacks are a
Yeah.
necessity.
Drink that water.
Or, like,
Drink that water.
Even a
It's so
change of
true.
like sweatshirt or something can always help.
100%.
You feel
Always
better.
have like something in your carry-on because you never know what happens with your luggage.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Okay, true. When I was coming back here, I was like,
Mhm.
what can I put in my carry-on that if my checked bag gets lost, I can be without it? Because one of my really
Yeah.
good friends, her bag was lost.
Never found.
They found it,
Oh, good.
but when she first arrived here in just right, I think end of December, she came back to Oahu and her bag was lost and she had to go back and get it. It's just a
That's rough.
hassle.
Oh
like,
my
so,
gosh.
That's
so I was
horrible.
worried.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to close out, thank you guys so much for being here. We have a would you rather question for you. Hadley, do you want to?
Yeah. So, given the experiences you have shared, would you rather have a problem in customs, like getting brought into interrogation, or would you rather lose all your bags and luggage?
Can I ask if, like, do I have like a tight window? Like, is customs, like, am I
You know, let's
scared that
make
it's
it
going to.
spicy? Yeah.
Oh,
It's going to
okay.
be tight? Okay.
Yeah.
I actually think I would rather lose my luggage because, as I've learned from Rahel, you get paid.
yeah.
You get like a stipend each day. Like she
I
was
remember
making
that.
money off of them losing her luggage all the
Wasn't
time.
it like $50 a day?
I remember that everything was sponsored by Delta.
Yeah,
Like,
$50 a day. We're like with
Thanks,
her at Target.
Delta.
She's like, "Do you guys need anything?" Like, I
So
got
kind
you.
of you.
I compliment her dress. She's like, oh, it's sponsored by Delta.
Yeah, like everything. So, as
pretty
much as I
sweet.
kind of want to be interrogated, I think I would choose the
Yeah.
luggage problem.
Okay,
What about you? Because, Rahel, you've experienced both.
yeah, it's true. Can I be honest? Like, I always love to see the behind the scenes, and if I know I'm innocent, like, get me to the interrogation room. Like,
Kinda
that is
fun.
interesting. Yeah.
How would be
Right?
interesting.
Just say you've been interrogated?
Right? And you're like, whoa, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
That's funny.
What
The
about you,
weird
Hadley?
thrills we seek. I don't know if that's
Right.
telling you like how bland our lives are.
I know this was supposed to be like a I don't know if I can choose because like they both sound terrible, but this
Yeah.
turned into they both
We're
sound
like,
awesome.
wow,
Like,
yeah.
we're like, which one?
I know. I was gonna say I probably would want to be interrogated because one, I know I'm innocent, and two, like all my things that I have, I like. What if you don't get it back?
Right.
And all the
Yeah.
money? No,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, especially 'cause,
Interrogate me.
Interrogate, please.
Like,
it's
I,
like, what if there's things that like aren't replaceable?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
that'd be
I don't
sad.
know if I often travel. I guess coming back, like if you got some really special like souvenirs or
Yeah.
something that you had to put,
Right.
I guess that's true. That would not be fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Lexi?
Interrogation.
Oh,
for
sweet.
sure. I
Nice.
don't want my bags touched, and like you said, it would be so
Kinda
cool
fun.
to like know
Yeah.
know the behind the scenes, especially if you are innocent. If you're not innocent and there's a chance you can get away with it, bags.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you'd be doing that's
Yeah.
making. Wait,
True.
I think this is so random, but there's some story told by some apostle about someone's like some apostle used like their wife's passport or something. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to explain it, but basically they crossed like I think the German border, I think.
Is this with the
Somehow.
trains?
Maybe that was the trains. You know what I'm talking about? Something
Vaguely.
with like the passport, and they got away with it, and like no one ever gets away with it because they're security.
Oh,
It was a long time ago.
yes.
I think
No,
it was
know what you're
East and
talking
West
about.
Germany, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it that? Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It was like
Yeah.
some. Anyways.
Oh, dang.
Anyways. Well, on that.
Wait, I do have a quick question.
Okay, what?
Before we close.
Yes.
Rahel and I were discussing this.
Oh.
Do you, because I do, do you ever feel better when you travel if you feel like you're like matching your luggage?
Oh,
your
yeah.
outfit?
Okay,
It
if
doesn't
I
have
feel
to
good
be,
about
like,
my
print.
outfit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I feel
travel
better,
is
yeah.
so
Yeah.
much better.
you feel like you have your life together.
Yeah, like look good,
100%.
feel good,
Yeah.
fly good. I don't know. Like
Absolutely.
What a motto.
that is my next like
Yes.
last tip. Is
Yeah,
like
Definitely.
Love
Get the
Sets.
sets.
Yes.
I had this
Oh,
like.
heavens.
You can
I
look
love-
good while you travel.
Literally, I
Yeah.
love wearing like comfy clothes, but I had these sweatpants that I wore when I was flying home to Arizona in December, and I had this like sweatshirt that was happened to be the same color and it was
Love
just
it.
such a vibe. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
I
I
feel
love that.
cool
You
right
never
now.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my Chick-fil-A in the airport. I'm
Yes.
gonna get my Starbucks, and I
You're
feel
gonna look
good.
I always feel good if I have like an aesthetic water bottle. So if like my outfit matches my luggage and I have like a sick like water bottle,
She's
I'm like,
an influencer,
I am
guys.
like, oh no.
She's a travel
Okay,
influencer.
Emmy.
I want to be an influencer who's like off the grid, like a real life.
This is so not an influencer.
She's anonymous. She's just like a travel, just like a
Just
travel
I'm like
journalist.
Carmen
Oh.
San Diego.
Oh,
Ooh.
you should, Emmy.
All right, everybody, look out for me.
All
Oh,
right. Well, thank
good.
you guys so much for coming on this episode with us. We love you guys so much. Emarie, we miss you. At
Oh,
Alaka'i,
yes.
you're welcome to come on the podcast anytime.
Thank you.
But yeah, we love you guys. Thanks for coming. We are so sorry to all of you out there that have sent in your stories. We're sorry that you experienced that. We wish you happy and safe travels in the future, as well as you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.